This is Rebecca Dirks for PremierGuitar.com. We're here at the Fishman booth at Winter NAMM 2012 talking with Burr about this very interesting new thing. Fishman's always doing something different, so you want to tell us about the new product this year?
Well, it's a wireless guitar controller, and it's this device right here, and it's attached with this pickup, and what it does is it converts your guitar signal, and it wirelessly transmits it to any sound source you want, like the sounds inside a computer or the sounds inside a keyboard, and you can from there trigger anything you want, trumpet, violin, drums, bass. The sky's the limit in terms of what you can do with it. And so it, and it plays great. The thing that's most important about it is that it is a wireless system. And that means that, as you can see, as I almost hit you again, there's nothing attached to the guitar right now. It's just this wirelessly transmitting into my sound source, which happens to be a computer. And with that, I'm able to play these different sounds, like this Rhodes sound. It's very important that it's wireless, because that means that you don't have to deal with any extra cables or anything when you're connecting this. You can connect it to any guitar you want, and it doesn't require anything other than this device being put on the face of your instrument and then transmitting the wireless signal into whatever sound source you want. I'm going to press this button down here and switch over to another sound. This just helps me to switch over to show you another sound, like this one. So you can see that it's responding really well to my playing. Historically, guitar synthesizers have had a little bit of difficulty responding to the way you play, but this is very, very comfortable, and that's very important. Because it's so responsive, I'm going to switch over to another example now. Because of its responsiveness, I'm able to play drums. And the way I'm doing that is I have different drum notes, different drum instruments that are placed on the different notes, so that I have, like on this open string right here, I have a kick drum, and I have a snare right here. And so it can be so simple. If you want to just play like a simple boom, chick, you just play this note and then this note. Anybody can do that. Any level of ability on the guitar can translate to fun drums. And you can then, I have a hi-hat on the next string, so I can drag across, add a little hi-hat if I want, and then bring my snare in. Now, the thing that's also very significant about this is that you can trigger anything you want in terms of sound effects or samples or loops. And in this next, what I have on this string over here, it's not a drum instrument, it's actually a loop of a bass. And that'll keep cycling until the string decays away. And then what I can do is I can just strike it again. And so with that, I can play my drums and a bass part together. And that's really fun. Another thing that you can now do with TriplePlay, because its main focus is to try to help you in your composing, your performing, and your recording. And so in this next example, another performance feature, I'm going to step up to the next example. You can see that the software that comes with it enables you to see different kinds of splits that you can do with it. Like in this example, I have a bass note, bass instrument on the lower strings. You can see how it's showing you the notes I actually play on the screen. Now that green area is an area I have dedicated to a bass sound. Now the orange-ish area is a Rhodes sound, like I like to use a lot, because people are used to hearing that coming out of a keyboard, but this is my guitar with the TriplePlay. So I can do stuff like this. Like a keyboard player would like to to do, playing left-hand bass and right-hand chords like you would if you wanted to accompany a singer or something like that. So that's great for doing stuff like that. Now I'm going to step up to my next example. Let's say we want to do something simple, like let's say you're a country player and you want to just play some simple chords, but you want to add more to that. Well, I have to turn around here and plug in for the magnetic pickups because they need the traditional magnetic pickups need an actual chord to use it. And down here I'm going to press on this one pedal, and you can hear how it's giving me a pad that rings out. I'm going to play this next chord, and you can hear that I can take my hands off the guitar. You can still hear it ringing away. So what that does is it gives somebody who's maybe just a beginner at guitar an opportunity to use the TriplePlay system as well, because I can just play a G chord, simple G chord, a simple C chord, and then press this pedal and do the same thing, but this time I get the G chord with a nice big fat pad. Then I can play on top of that. So that's really useful. So in other words, anybody at any level can enjoy the TriplePlay system because it is designed, even if you're just a beginner or you're a more advanced player, it's all good to use the TriplePlay. Now I'm going to step to my next example here. Let's say you're not a country player. Let's say you're more of a blues player, and you want to have some added, sounds to your trio. Like let's say you have a guitar, bass, and drums trio, and you want to add some organ. But you're a guitar player. How are you going to do organ? Well, with the TriplePlay system, there's my organ. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trigger a sample. You see right here, I'm going to play this note right here, and it's going to trigger a whole band, a loop that I put in and set. So now I can play my organ on top of that. Now I can bring the regular guitar in and solo on top. So you can see I'm going to take out the guitar again. Here's just the organ. And now when I turn up my guitar, here's guitar and organ. So you can see how you can blend sounds together and have great music that way, adding so many different kinds of sounds to your regular guitar sound. Okay, I'm going to unplug this because I don't need this anymore because I'm going back to wireless. I'm going to step up to my next example. Let's say you're in a funk band, and so you want to add some keyboards to a song. Let's say your band has a keyboard player, but when you're playing funk music, sometimes you need a lot of different keyboard sounds. So actually, before I started, I want to show you the different things I'm going to do from this guitar. One is going to be the clav sound. The other, that's like a whole funk brass section. And then I can press down on this pedal and play some chords. So I basically have most of the band available to me just on this instrument alone with the TriplePlay system. So I'm going to start off my little jammy jam that I've got with Logic over here, and I'm going to play a clav sound. And now I'm going to add another clav part. And now I'm going to add those funk horns. And now I'm going to add the pads. If you believe in things that you don't understand, you all know that part, it'll hurt you. Superstition ain't the way. So you can see how you can have a lot of fun adding so much to your band or to your practicing at home or to composing. You can lay down the drum parts, the bass parts. You can do all this stuff out of the comfort of your own studio without ever having to pluck away at a keyboard. It's so much easier for a guitar player to be able to use his native instrument to do the things that he loves to do rather than trying to figure out how to do it with a keyboard. So now, here's one other example. I'm back to my Fender Rhodes sound. If I press this pedal, it's going to start a little arpeggiator loop that I can jam with. This comes, with the TriplePlay system, so I can just jam on top of that. And this is the arpeggiator feature. Maybe I can practice my soloing. And then I can just press again to stop it. Here's another example of using the foot pedal that comes with TriplePlay. Most important thing that people get most excited about this is how you can use it for composing, performing, and recording. You can lay down a drum part, turn up my drum beat. You can lay down a drum part, a piano part, a bass part. You can do the whole orchestra from the comfort of your own instrument. It's great, it's comfortable to play, it's easy to install, it's wireless. That is so important. So, I hope you enjoyed this. My name is Burr Johnson, and on behalf of Fishman, thank you very much.
If people want to learn more, where can they go online?
Fishman.com.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Take care.
This is Rebecca Dirks for PremierGuitar.com.